Good evening, folks. It is Sunday, and I was getting ready to go to church. Probably about an hour. I gotta leave. Um, Wife's not gonna like it. I need to go to church. It's Easter. So I'm not gonna be on too long. I might get on later after I get back. Um, Trying to update my iPad. Stupid thing keeps telling me unable to download the item. And then it tells me to update the password. I update the password, accept the password. But that still doesn't download. I cannot upgrade anything on the tablet. I was going to try and watch some Netflix on it, but I can't. It won't update. I guess they don't have a good enough signal. I hope that's the problem. If anybody can tell me. Right now it's actually, do the proper time. 16:52, otherwise known as 4:52 to those who don't know, military time, or 24-hour clock. It's not military time, it's a 24-hour clock. The military likes to use it. Doesn't make it a military time. Not a few Americans to say that, but when I was in Germany, they said that's just a 24-hour clock. Who have we got in the chat? I'm willing to talk about prepping stuff, but whatever you want to talk about. Just got to say something. Please give me a thumbs up if you're not going to stay. I can't tell who's in the chat. Yeah, that's just me. So I guess I'll tell people in Discord. Right back. The hell? I click on share and I don't get what I want. Oh, there we go. Copy link. Okay. So I'm going to run over to Discord real quick. Be right back. I'm going to freeze up. Okay, I'm back. I alerted everybody on Discord that I'm connected with. I won't be able to stay too long because I Got to go to church tonight. Oh, it's over here. Boom. Room. There, it's out of view. I got the phone tilted, but it looks straight on the screen. Cool, I've got a much quicker stand, I guess. Wait a minute, I can turn the stand over. Just dropped my power. There you go. Except the power. Look at that. That works, but it's not very straight. I mean, it's not up high enough. I need it up here. Too high now. Getting better. There we go. That's perfect. So, what do you think of the Trump indictment? Think they got a case? Yeah, I just tried to update something else. Just to open it, actually. And it says unable to update. This is the tablet. Hey, I clicked on eBay. Watch. Okay. Unable to update. Unable to download item. Please try again later. And I will. When I go back in the house, I am connected to the network, but I'm really far from the router. I tried hooking up to the extension, but it won't even see it. It's very weird. I can't even look at YouTube on there. I can't open anything. Let's see. Open the game app and see if that works. It moved. Okay. See if the game opens up. It opened. Interesting. It needs updates too. It's not completely open yet. There it is. Update needed. See if it works. Loading. Loading icon. Treehouse just went live. Oh boy. She's a good one if you want to check her out. Oh, it's on here too. Well, but I can't even look at YouTube on here. It gives me alerts, but I can't look at it. Cannot connect to the App Store. Now, I'm pretty sure the problem is it's too far away from the router. At least I hope that's the problem. Actual Justice Warrior just went live. Matt Walsh to boycott Bud Light. I'm boycotting them too. I'm boycotting them because this stuff is nasty. I mean, it's literally nasty beer. Oh, that's much better. I can see better. Newer glasses. I knew somebody on here. Yeah, he's the first live stream that I joined. He's a expert on servers. He started up his own website using servers that he rescued from a bank that burned up. The servers were fine, but since they were getting insurance, they decided they wanted to update everything. So they claimed the servers too, and they were going to throw them away, trash them, throw them away. But he says, give them to me. Well, he had a lot of trouble getting his stuff going. People were criticizing him all along the way, not helping him to fix it. It was going to be similar to what Trump started up, but he didn't have the money to start something like that. He had to start small. Trump was able to start it up just by shelling out cash. But he couldn't do it. And once he finally got it up and running for a while, his air conditioner went down. It was running 24/7 to keep the server room cool. And a buddy of his says, hey, I got industrial size. So they were installing it. And he was at the bottom, underneath the air conditioning unit to connect something. And the guy up above started pumping Freon into the system. Yes, this is an old one, but it's a good one. It still used Freon. And of course, he had his plug pulled. And so all that Freon went right in his face. And he said, oh, first thing I thought of was to grab some air and hold it. Well, that air was full of Freon. So he was messed up for a couple of weeks. His skin looked bluish. He had sores on his face. Freon's some nasty stuff. So should coordinate things on both ends to be safe. When he heard his scream, the guy up above turned off the Freon. But we had a good laugh about it. He's like, I feel horrible. But he wanted to keep his channel going. He had an attitude, and it was bad at times, but he was a good guy. I really liked him. I enjoyed going on his live stream, even though he, screamed at me sometimes. But I know he doesn't mean any ill will. He's a good guy. Off grid with Doug and Stacy. What food do we need for survival? Well, not 4 Patriots. If you're a 4 Patriots fan, tell me why. I bought 6 months worth of food for 2 of us from 4 Patriots, and it's hit and miss on whether it's going to taste good or not. And what's not hit and miss is this high starch food, which is not good for me. I'm type 2 diabetic, so their starchy foods are not good for me. It turns to sugar. So I have to have some other stuff. And we have this rule that you have like a 9-inch plate. 1/2 of it can be vegetable of your choice. As vegetables, some vegetables have starches, but they're actually good starches. They're slow release, have fiber. But I found out a lot of those are still too high in starch, not as good as I thought they were. And they have lectins in them, so that's another bad thing. One of them was beans. I love green beans. I used to, do that dividing the plate thing, half of it green beans, half of it meat, and half of it a starch, like maybe potatoes or rice, uh, because you know the net carbs is what you want to avoid, and people should avoid that even if they're not diabetic. Well, you've stuck around this long, you might as well say something. What was that? Well, I'm here in the pallet studio, still under construction. It doesn't look that great right now. I'm trying to clean up the floor. It's very daunting because I got a trash bag here half full of stuff already. But you know what? Okay, this big trash bag. I got some trash here to pick up, so I decided to get it out. That's from work. We get these caps for this actuator we're building for Ford. It you flip a switch inside the Ford in the cabin of the truck, and it causes this thing to engage the wheels. And the cap that goes on the actuator comes in these bags in a box, but they put them in the bags to protect them, and they just throw them away rather than sending them back to whoever manufactures the cap. It has a motor in it with a gear on it, and it actuates two other gears, and that moves the gear on the shaft like that. They have one gear on there that's white, and it has this kind of a sine wave pattern on it all the way around it, and that's what that gear turns so that it moves the actuator and locks the hub. That's plastic. There's a hell of a lot of plastic parts in this thing, but it actuates everything. It does great. They put it on the Ford Raptor and the F-150. The cap's different. That's the only thing different. Oh, Michelle Keeler just went live with Investigating Truth. Unfortunately, I won't be able to view it because when she's on, I go to church, and I had to be at church at 6, so it's 5:09 now. So about 30 minutes, I'm going to log off. If you could, if you're a regular here, just say hi. If you don't want to talk, just say hi. I don't require much. I'd like to know who's here. You can lurk. Just tell me who's here. I had somebody, Vivian. Is it Vivian Jennings said that she lurks on my channel. Is that you, Vivian? Vivian's a good person. I really enjoy her content. The last one I saw, she was making a resin ashtray. Not my kind of thing, but she's creative. I like her. She's a good person. I'm not sure why she came to my channel, but when she got here, I said, "Oh, it's Vivian Jennings. I like your channel. I'm a subscriber and all that stuff." And I said, "You can post your link. I want to make you a mod." And I tried to make her a mod, and I ended up kicking her out or banning. I put her on a timeout by mistake, and haven't seen her back since. But she says she's talked to me, said, "Oh, I know it's an accident." It's cool. She's a cool person. I like her. I would like her to join my chat sometimes, or at least say something in the chat. You can, if it's you, Vivian, you can plug your channel. If you don't want me to make you mod to do that, then I guess I can plug it. You just post the link and I'll just type it in there. I won't be able to click on it or save it or anything like that, but I can repost it. But I sent invite to Lord Skulldrazer and Four Corners. Four Corners usually pops up, but usually towards the end, because it takes him a while to see my invite. He's an hour ahead. For him, it's after 6 p.m. I prefer to use the there we go again, call it military habit. The 24-hour clock, because it tells you where you're at. It tells people where you're at. Like for me, it is 1713. I'll go and watch. You can see that. Oops. 1713. Hey, Luciano, how you doing? Did you just get in here, or were you the one lurking? Yeah, Luciano and I go way back, whoever is lurking. Luciano, you remember the guy that started our group all together? Distributors are scared to get fired. Oh, you mean for the Bud Light thing? Well, if they're not getting, if they're not able to stock the product, then they lose money. So why not come out and say why they're losing money? You don't drink, by the way? I don't drink much. There are occasions I got drunk online. Yeah, they are. But as of yet, they're still doubling down. Idiots. And Nike? If you say anything in opposition to Nike, that's hate speech, and you won't be able to. They won't let you back on the platform. But screw Nike. I went back to Vans, man. These are nice. The reason I bought Nike is because they didn't have an arch. Well, I've rediscovered Vans. I used Vans when I was back skateboarding. Yeah. They didn't know their demographic. I saw Kid Rock. he put his wasn't an automatic, he was pulling the trigger. You should hear liberals saying, "Oh, that was clearly an automatic." Blah 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 blah. AR-15. Do they realize AR-15s are semi-auto? Exotic taste. Well, Vans are as exotic as I want to go. They're so comfortable. And these, you just slip them on. These are loafers. But they have a traction problem. It's raining today. And I walked out in my driveway, and the part where we're going to put the cover over the driveway is smooth concrete. And so when the water's sitting on there, whoop, I slip. I haven't seen a whole lot of pumas here. A puma is actually a cougar in Spanish. But, you know, I haven't bought Nike in decades. This jacket, Nike sponsors this team. But look at this. Columbia. I won't buy Nike gear. None. Not even University of Oregon. Yeah, I went into the Nike outlet and I'm like, what the hell? These shoes are ugly. And people bought them. I saw people in line to check out with the ugliest shoes. For 150 bucks. Ugly ass shoes. Vans hasn't changed much. I have a nice pair of Vans with laces. I'm not a big fan of laces, especially on a flat shoe like these. But the material on the shoe is beautiful. It has palm trees on it. Those are my dress. That's my dress shoes. I'm simple. I don't go for flashy shoes. Palm trees on my Vans, that's about flashy as I'll go. If I find my boot socks, I'll put on my cowboy boots. They're flat too, but they got a heel. So they're not flats. They make me taller. Got a 2-inch heel on it. So okay, no. 1.5 inches. Well, yeah. Well, Luciano, you know the 80s was the best decade. We were back in the space race. The music rocked. Almost all genres were better back then. The people were friendly. Cities were safe. Yeah, the 90s, they rocked too, but not as well as the 80s. I was an adult in the 80s. I turned 18 in 82, 81, 82. I was a senior in high school, the 81, 82 school year. So most of the 80s, I was an adult. Roller skating rinks, yeah. And Steven Spielberg was putting out hits. Oh my gosh. Movies weren't woke. Nothing was woke. It was great. You hear about that militant black group started by a rapper, Grandmaster Jay or something like that? They're saying they're all military trained on their weapons. Yeah, theaters were filled. Now you can go into a theater and pretty much sit by yourself. Not just surround sound. We had THX, Lucasfilm. Star Wars was awesome. Now it sucks. Disney bought it. Marvel was awesome. It's headed down that slippery slope to wokeism. I wouldn't be surprised if they made MJ black and lesbian. In the Spider-Man comics, the ones I have, Amazing Spider-Man 298, 299, and 300. 298, 299, he and MJ were engaged. And in 300, they got married. And the other thing that made 300 so valuable, I have it, which is cool. 300 had the first appearance of Venom, so it's quite valuable. Oh, it's still that way here. The mall close to me is Clackamas Mall. It had a guy walk in there with an AR-15 and start shooting. But the mall is still full. I think it took a week for him to start, the customers start to come back, but it's been full ever since. And they still ban guns. But you know what? Even if they ban guns and you carry, they can't do shit. Huh. Ours are full. Well, although our biggest mall shut down. The Lloyd Center, that's where, what's her name, was skating. One that broke the knee, had her boyfriend break the knees of her biggest rival. I can't think of her name right now. She lives in Clackamas, which is very close to me. Tanya Harding. She's from Clackamas. And she goes, used to go up to Lloyd Center to skate. Even after she was disgraced and could never compete again, she still went up to the Lloyd Center. Yep, Tanya Harding. She's a local here. And we have a well-known female Ultimate Fighter here. She took down a professor that was mad at the red, white, and blue flags flying over the freeway, accusing them of, Nancy Kerrigan. She was accusing the flag wavers of being Trump supporters. Yeah, that was. Oh, the creator of this brand, Columbia, was an old lady. She made clothes herself for her son, bundled him up like an Eskimo to go out in the weather, and she decided she was going to come out with better clothes, and she created Columbia. One night, somebody invaded her home. She pretty much kicked his ass. She was 85. She held him there until the cops got there. It was funny. Trying to think of her name. Tough old lady. She's gone now, but man, loved her. Hey, now it says we have 2 people in here. Who else we got in here? Vivian Jennings told me she lurks in my channel. If she's in, I'll say again, if you're in here, I am not going to do anything to you. I like it when you come to my channel. I was happy to see you, and I hit the wrong button. Have you seen Lenny lately, I miss having her here. We've had a couple of new people. One of them just had nothing nice to say, but he left. And I said, hey, come back anytime. we were tearing him up. It was fun. I hope he comes back. I'll tone it down a little bit. I think I scared him off. Well, I got about 3 minutes and I got to get ready to go. I got to go to my church Easter Sunday, so I've got to make an appearance. I'd love to stick around, but I can't do both. And God is more important than my live stream. Even his human form, his son. No, Lenny. I don't know if it's M, but Lenny. She goes by Lenny in here. One of my mods. I think you're a mod too. I hope she's okay. I miss having her here. Guess my phone's full. Charger's still on. This got wet. It's fine. It's no problem. In Virginia. She's been here since then. Lenny's been here a lot since then. But lately, I haven't seen her. But I was on Vivian Jennings' channel yesterday. She was making an ashtray. They fired there every year. And I think most of it's planned. They're using the fires to keep people in line. What is that? Oh, that's the background. Like, what the hell? Look like a box. Pete the Patriot? Huh. You know, on his channel, on YouTube, I can't. Nobody sees anything I post. But if I go on Twitch, then they see me. He doesn't know why it's happened either. I don't know if she goes by Lynn M. I'm talking about somebody that goes by Lenny, and it's not her real name. So I think we're talking about different people. Because I believe I saw Lynn M. But I don't know if she was in here. But the last time I was live streaming, I had a troll pop in. Because I guess the title was Trump indictment. So he had to come in. So it was kind of funny. Oh, it is time for me to leave. I'll try to get back on later. I don't know if I can. Wife puts on a movie, then all bets are off. So it's good to see you. Well, Foxhole? I have never heard Foxhole. I like the name. I've been in foxholes. I was in the Army. Air Force was the last one I was in, but I switched. And the Air Force don't do voxels. They'll let the Army do it around them, but that's it. Well, Treehouse News is asking people to talk to her, so apparently she's having a problem getting people on, like me. But I have to go get ready. My church starts in half an hour, and it's in Oregon City, so I've got a bit of a drive. I don't know who just came in, but you came in as I'm leaving. Oh, Mike Pompeo sent me a text. Weird. I just had to sync process. I don't know what I synced with. But anyway, I see the mask behind me now. That's going to be my workbench. I'm storing boxes on there right now so that I can clean the other area. But anyway, bye for now, people. I'll try to come on later, like I said, but no guarantees. I'm trying to spend a little more time with the wife, so if she puts on a movie, I guess I'm watching a movie. I watched a movie last night that we've already seen, but I guess she forgot. And, you know, I spent time with her. I like spending time with her, but I have other interests also. And so does she, but she usually puts on something I really don't want to watch. Good night for now. If I get on during the week, it'd be during the day because I have to go to work at 3 p.m. So bye for now, and happy prepping. Oops, I need to in first. There we go.